Buzzy Boop at the Concert is a Betty Boop Fleischer Studios cartoon from 1938. This is directed by Dave Fleischer, and we have a voice cast including Jack Mercer and Mae Questel. And I thought this one was okay. I'm not a huge fan of Buzzy as a character. Buzzy is Betty Boop's cousin, and I've seen her in, I think, one or two other Betty Boop cartoons, and while I don't dislike her, I wasn't exactly excited when I found out that this was a Buzzy Boop cartoon. However, it's not too bad. Betty Boop and Buzzy are going to a concert, and Buzzy would much rather be elsewhere. And the singer is on stage singing, and I have to say the music in this is really good. And everybody in the audience is bored, sleeping, including Buzzy. And Buzzy decides to liven things up a bit. And I won't say any more than that. I won't say how she does it. I won't give away too much. But it was definitely quite lively. There's not a lot of variety in what happens. Basically, what happens is what I've described, apart from a little bit towards the end when Buzzy livens things up. But despite that, and despite the fact that we're looking at basically the same background for the whole thing, we basically have two backdrops. We have the auditorium, which is great attention to detail, and then the backdrop when the singer is singing. So there's not a tremendous amount to look at, but the animation is still pretty good. And even though there's not a huge amount of variety in the events that are happening, I think it's lively enough that it's still quite easy to feel quite engaged in it. So actually, I liked it more than I was expecting. And I'm still not considering myself a fan of the character of Buzzy Boop. But that being said, I don't mind her. Needless to say, she was the main focus here, but Betty Boop is in it, which is something, because there are some Betty Boop cartoons where she's barely in it. She's in it less than I'd like, but enough that I'm reasonably satisfied. As a cartoon, animation's great, story is very straightforward, decent execution, not a lot of variety in the action or the animation, but nevertheless, I still thought it was pretty good. It's a nice, fun, lively cartoon. Buzzy Boop at the Concert is not too bad at all, and I'm happy to recommend it.